On the episode of the Rational Biohacker, today I'm going to be talking about my favourite drink ever, Bulletproof Coffee, which has been fantastic for my health. Really good cognitive performance boosting drink, and I'll be making one which is the cheap one, which is around about £2.70 per serving, and another one which is more expensive at £10.14 a serving, and I'll show you the difference between the £10 and £3 Bulletproof Coffee. First of all, I'm going to go through the cheap one, which I think that everyone can enjoy. Good quality Bulletproof Coffee. It comes in at about £2.70 a serving, and it's still cheaper than your Bunty at Starbucks. So what I do is I pick good quality beans. Now, people don't think that picking bean quality is important. For me, I'm very sensitive to the molds in beans. When I go to Starbucks, I instantly urinate after I have a coffee there, usually due to the mold toxicity. So you really want to pick organic coffee beans that are mold free. I've gone for the ones that's functional self, which are very delicious. All the way from Colombia, 100% mold-free, toxin tested for coffee, and it comes in at about 99 pence or a serving. Really good value these are. And you know, the traditional Bulletproof coffee beans that you could use, the ones that Dave Asprey sells, they're still awesome as well, but they come in about $16.99 a bag, so they're a bit more expensive per serving. So overall, I just stick with functional self. The two are pretty much alike in taste. One's £6 cheaper than the other. So my cheap Bulletproof Coffee, I put this one in. And in addition to that, I've got for C8 MCT oil, which is the heart and soul of Bulletproof Coffee. Very important part of the drink. And at $18.99, it comes into 57 pence per serving. I'll start off with 1 teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon if you're very sensitive to it, and build your way up. Don't start by adding 2 or 3 teaspoons. You want to start low. Very good for energy, cognition, fat burning. Absolutely amazing supplement. And then of course the grass-fed butter, which comes to about £1.90, about 27p a serving roughly. And my favourite of all, collagen of all, which is the hunter-gatherer collagen peptides, which I add a teaspoon of, which come in about $15.99. Again, around about, let me double check, 61 pence a serving. So overall, this coffee will come to about £2.77. You're going to heat up the mineral water, add the beans, and then add the butter. Then the C8 caprylic acid, and then the MCT oil, and then you're going to use this frother to froth it up. If you're very sensitive to dairy, I recommend ghee. Also ghee, very trustworthy brand. They do a lot of bone broths as well, which are really good. This comes in at about 90 pence a serving, so it's a bit more pricey, unfortunately. But yeah, that's my cheap Bulletproof Coffee. Very simple. And then I got what I do, which is a little bit more advanced. I go for different type of beans, which is super coffees, nootropic coffee, which I love the taste of. 100% Arabica Brazilian grind coffee. It's already grounded, and it contains alcar, omega-3s, royal jelly, a bit of chaga, maitake already as well, and alpha GPC, which I think is a great nootropic. So it already has those brain boosting nootropics, and I don't feel a crash like I do. It has, however, not been tested for mold, so that could be an issue for some people, but for me, I find like I'm pretty sensitive to mold, and I don't get any sensitivity from drinking this coffee. So that's the coffee that I choose. What else do I pick? I still pick the brain octane oil, MCT oil. I still love it. It comes at £41, about 67 pence a serving. Yeah, and I just find it's fantastic. It comes in with 64 servings per container. I think it's really worth it, to be honest. And then afterwards we have the Inner Fuel probiotic, which is really important for me because the keto diet, it doesn't have enough fiber in it. A lot of guys, they take keto, they just ditch all their vegetables, they ditch anything that has fiber in, and then they end up with gut problems. It's no surprise because you can't get enough fiber from meat. It's just not possible. This one, if you've heard of Bulletproof Radio, can really help revitalize your gut flora. It's been very good for me. I've had a lot of gut issues and dealt with SIBO in the past and all that sort of stuff, and it's really helped with that. And I just struggle to get enough fiber in my diet. And even with a lot of organic vegetables nowadays, even they have glyphosate and doused in fertilizers. So even eating your regular greens, you're going to get a lot of glyphosate fertilizer that's going to just wreck your gut. So you really want something that is a good substitute for that, and I go for the Inner Fuel probiotic. And then after that, I'm going to add in some mushrooms. Already this coffee has got mushrooms in it, but I go for the addition of some other ones. Chaga, again, more maitake and shiitake, usually because these are fantastic for the blood sugar levels, the immune system, and I just feel really like alive when I take mushrooms. So real good source of energy, and unfortunately they do contain alcohol though, so for religious reasons or past alcohol addiction you can't take alcohol tinctures. It's a shame, but they're really good. They come in at £27 each, roughly around about £1.10 a serving. So yeah. And then at the end I usually drink a teaspoon of this, which comes in at £89, fit for about 50 servings. It's expensive, it's pricey, but C60 is a really good way of just having more energy in the day and stopping food cravings. When I drink this, I just don't have any cravings for food. It is an unbelievable supplement. I wrote a blog about all the health benefits, which I'll link to in this blog as well. So yeah, this is a fantastic thing to add. So I'm just going to go through what I do to make the C60, to make the Bulletproof Coffee. Just going to open this up. Christ. But also, if you want for flavour to add some stevia, you can, but that can impact the insulin. So if you're wanting to keep insulin levels down or blood sugar levels down, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just going to start with a serving of this coffee. As I mentioned before, it comes in £19.99 off Amazon for 30 servings, so you're looking at about 63 pence a serving. And C8 oil, yeah, as I mentioned before, is £41 for 64 servings, which comes in at 65 pence a serving. So this one is slightly more expensive than the glass bottle. And I recommend always getting a glass bottle, because there are some cheap brands of C8 oil that do it in a plastic bottle and you're going to get a lot of BPA. These are both BPA free, and you really don't want BPA because it can really fuck up your testosterone levels. And also I usually replace the Kerrygold sometimes with one of my favourite butters, Glenlyn Farm butter, which is available at Whole Foods for about £2.70, so that comes in about 40 pence a serving. So we're going to add the water to this. No need for French press, it's already grounded. This just mixes in, which is a good thing. Unlike regular Bulletproof Coffee, other beans that need a French press. Another great thing about this hunter-gatherer collagen peptides is that it's grass-fed, of course, great amino acids, so 2 teaspoons there, and the recyclable bag, as I might have mentioned before, is awesome. And then butter, of course. Stick of butter. Lovely, gives it a lovely creamy taste once you froth it, of course. And then the C8 MCT oil, which I do about a teaspoon of. Depending on the sensitivity, a teaspoon can be a lot for a lot of people, so start low with that. And then the Inner Fuel prebiotic, sorry, which is very good for revitalizing your gut biome and adding much needed fiber, and it won't take you out of ketosis. And then I have these Soma mushroom tinctures, Matake. So do about a milliliter each, 1.5 milliliters to 2 milliliters each. So you get about roughly 25 servings out of each of these. And these are wild growing mushrooms from Finland. Amazing quality mushrooms, honestly. Also for chaga mushrooms, please check out the book Cancer and the New Biology of Water, because that has a lot of information on the health benefits of chaga, which I think is my favourite wild mushroom. So I think that is it. Just going to quickly nab a cup. So there it is, the £10 Bulletproof Coffee. Of course, I then, at the end, when I finish drinking, I'll have a teaspoon of this C60 olive oil, which I think really gives me a lot of energy during the day and really stops food cravings. A lot of people on the keto forums have been asking how can I stop food cravings, and for me, that's one of my main ways of stopping food cravings. Of preventing them is using C60 just to amp up that mitochondrial energy and leaving your body lasting longer and a lot less food. So even though it is expensive, the nutritional density of the coffee that I just made now is fantastic, and it'll give you long-lasting energy throughout the day, and you will be less inclined to spend money just buying snacks and crap and all that sort of stuff. And you'll have greater cognition to be able to produce more, to think more. So all in all, yeah, I've done my two different types of coffee. And please use mineral water. Don't use tap water on these sort of things because it's full of toxins. So yeah, I always use mineral water when I'm making my coffee. If you're starting out keto diet, be patient. I'll be writing another blog post later about the 10 things you can do to boost your keto diet. But overall, you know, either way, expensive or cheap, it's still, the £3 one I know is still quite expensive per serving, £2.70 for a lot of people, but it really does perk you up during the day, and it's one of the main things I recommend people when they're starting keto diet is to get those healthy fats in, good quality fats. As I see on keto forums, a lot of people eating a lot of high omega-6 fats, whereas these are the healthy fats that you should be aiming for. So yeah, that's it really. I've been posting my blog post I break down all the pricings for everything for the UK followers and the links of where to get these amazing products from. Yeah, overall I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Cool. See you.